Arts welcome you to the T. Earl Hilton Music Hall for today's performance. In the event of a fire or similar emergency, please use the exits located to the right and the left of the hall. Smoking is not allowed on campus or in the building. For the mutual benefit of our performers and guests today, we ask that you please abide by the following. Silence all cell phones and similar electronic devices. Refrain from text messaging and from using laptop computers. And finally, please wait until the end of a selection to enter or leave the hall or to take flash photography. Thank you for your cooperation, and we hope you enjoy today's performance.
Hello, and welcome to the third annual Southeastern Women in Music Symposium. My name is Maya Foley, and I am one of this organization's executive directors. I and everyone on this stage sincerely thank you for being here this afternoon and supporting our organization and this cause. The Southeastern Women in Music Symposium started as a Girl Scout Gold Award project over 3 years ago. After our first symposium in 2022, SWIMS transitioned to a nonprofit organization and a yearly endeavor. This gathering assembles a remarkable group of resilient, dynamic women. Together, we learn from each other and foster the growth of a community rooted in positivity and moral support.
Greetings, I am Casey Sanders, co-executive director of the organization and a public school music educator from Nashville, Tennessee. The experience of being in a space filled exclusively by women, all bonded by a shared love of music, is profoundly empowering and encouraging for myself and everyone on this stage. This experience was so remarkable that we are now in our third year, despite its original design as a one-time event. We had 26 participants that first year. This year, we had over 100 registrations. We are thrilled by the growth we have experienced thus far and are looking forward to the challenge of seeing how far we can take this organization. This immense growth would not be possible without the support of the community. We would like to extend a thank you to the families, band directors, educators, and administrators who helped to get our members here this weekend. We are eternally grateful for your dedication to music education and your commitment to supporting our mission of equality for young women in music. We would also like to thank our sponsors. First and foremost, Bandwagon Music and Repair. They are the reason we were able to get every participant a SWIMS t-shirt and folder. They have been nothing but supportive of us, and we are grateful for their continued commitment to helping our organization. Secondly, the CMA Foundation for providing our amazing keynote speaker, Michelle Kirk, Senior Director of the Foundation. Finally, Music for All for their generous donation, which funded the purchase of our women-composed concert literature. Part of our mission of the Southeastern Women in Music Symposium is to provide opportunities to young female composers through commissioning pieces. All ticket sales will go to the commission of a piece that will be performed at next year's symposium. So finally, thank you for being here with us today. Your attendance will make a significant impact on the career of a young, up-and-coming female composer. Last year's ticket sales funded the commission of a piece that we are premiering today. This would be special in and of itself, but this year is particularly exciting because the composer is here on the stage with us today. Dayla Spencer is a composer and student at Montclair State University in New Jersey. Her commissioned piece, History of Tomorrow, will be premiered this afternoon. Dayla, would you please stand to be recognized? Before we begin today's performance, we would like to formally introduce our symposium clinician. Dr. Erin Bodnar is Associate Professor of Music and Director of Bands at University of North Florida, where she conducts the Wind Symphony and Concert Band, instructs courses in conducting, and coordinates the UNF Conducting Symposium. Prior to her appointment at UNF, Dr. Bodnar was Director of Bands at Graceland University for 4 years and the conductor of the Wind Symphony and Orchestra at Mahidol University in Bangkok, Thailand. Dr. Bodnar has presented at conferences in Canada, the United States, Scotland, Thailand, and Austria. Her research interests include conducting pedagogy and motor cognition, and her articles have been published in the Journal of Music Teacher Education and Music Perception.
Once again, thank you so much for coming, and please welcome Dr. Erin Bodnar and the performers of the 2024 Southeastern Women in Music Symposium to the stage.
We have had such an incredible weekend together. The wonderful young women on stage have just been a joy to work with, and we've actually had some really great speakers in as well as a couple of our composers were able to Zoom in with us and have a conversation with us as well. The last piece that you just heard, Nubia Don Juan, is the composer. She's from Mexico. We weren't able to connect with her this time, but that piece is based on monarch migration from Mexico up to Wisconsin and was written for a band in Wisconsin. And for me, music is all about the relationships and the connections, and so it's been really fun to share the music of my friends with the students as well, and with you now too. So the next piece is by Catherine Lakuta, and Kathy was able to join us. She's out in Australia, and so it was this morning for her, but last night for us, and we had a Zoom conversation with her about how she composes, why she composes, and how she got to where she is now. We talked a little bit about this piece, Planet B, and I'd like to share with you a little bit about what she says it's about. So she says, "It is no secret to anyone that our planet is suffering, least of all to the children of today. I heard the following sentiment: take care of your planet, there is no planet B. And I thought, what if there were an ideal planet without violence, racism, greed, ecological emergencies, and global pandemics? A music journey towards such a planet could give us all some optimism for the future. I believe that in 2021, when she wrote this piece, we need it more than ever." So you're going to hear, Kathy talks about it as a cartoon that she saw in her mind. The piece will open with stacked fifths, and this represents the vastness and the mysterious power of space. We're going to zoom into Earth, and we're signaling out Earth from the entire galaxy. The Earth is crying. It is hurt. It lets out deep sighs as if a wounded, majestic animal. The next section of the piece characterizes rising tension, the musical version of Enough is Enough. It represents the protests, the high school kids carrying huge posters, the outcries of the young generation. They are brave, bold, and they demand change and action. The earth is shouting with them, the earth is grieving with them. The final section, though, opens with a musical imitation of the sky clearing after a storm. Sun is coming out, and nature is starting to awaken. This section is about positivity, hope, and healing. In the final chords, we are zooming back out, going into space, seeing the earth get smaller and smaller. The earth is smiling, it looks greener, and it feels healed. We hope you enjoy Planet B. Could you feel all those emotions and see those pictures of Kathy's mind? It really comes to life. This next piece is very different as well. This will be the only time this piece will be performed. Just for you, a special performance just for you. Jody Blackshaw is not actually the composer of the next piece. SWIMS 2024, all the musicians on stage created this piece for you. Jody Blackshaw is an educator from Australia, and she believes in giving everybody an opportunity to learn how to compose and to try out composing. So this is a composing piece. So Jody gave us some material to work with, and the idea based around the Florida panther, and they came up with a piece called The Hunt. And so you're gonna hear some different percussion techniques in the music, and this idea of a panther in the grass, creeping along for the hunt. We hope you enjoy our piece. This is the only time it will be performed, The Hunt. Have you ever heard a piece like that? Oh, it's cool, right? It was super cool. Yeah, give them another hand. They created it. I'm just so full of joy and the idea of hopefulness with these creative minds is amazing. And another creative mind, I'd like to introduce Dayla Spencer to come up and talk about her piece. Like I mentioned, one of my favorite parts about being a conductor is working with composers, and that's why I love wind ensemble music, because we have a lot of new composers that are still alive. And we also have a lot of women composers, which is great too. So I got a chance to talk a little bit with Dayla before we came to this event, and I'm really excited to continue our friendship as we move forward, and I get to hopefully perform more of her pieces as well. So please invite Dayla Spencer up, and she's going to tell you about her piece.
Hello, sorry I'm not that tall. Good afternoon, everyone. As people have mentioned already, my name is Dayla Spencer. I graduated from MLK Magnet in Nashville in 2023, and I currently attend university in New Jersey, and I study composition. This was my first ever commission for wind band, and the biggest commission I've been ever given, because it's band, it's kind of as big as you can get. And I wrote this piece to be uplifting and motivational. Not only just for other women or other young people, but just anyone who needs that uplifting. This is a bit off script, but I attended a festival this past summer where I presented this piece for a masterclass, and I got told by several people that this piece was just like anything else I'd ever heard, and there was nothing special about it. And I just wanted to forget I ever wrote this. But being here this weekend at Swims and talking to all these lovely people on stage made me realize why I even wrote the piece in the first place. And I think it kind of reignited why this piece is so special, not just to me, but it could be special to any of you. So I hope that this serves as something motivational. Oh, the title, sorry. So it's based on a quote by Juliet Gordon-Low, who is the creator of the founder of the Girl Scouts of America. And it's the work of today is the history of tomorrow, and we are its makers. So what you do today will be an investment towards the future. And I hope that this piece, for me, it serves as an investment towards not only my future, their future, but anyone else's. So hope you enjoy.
You all were not supposed to make us cry on stage. We're supposed to make you cry. You did this wrong. Seriously, right, Dayla? What a beautiful piece. What a beautiful piece. It'll be around for the future for sure, right? Yes, yeah. Wow, that's never happened to me before. Thank you, audience. Seriously. Can we give the audience a hand? Yeah. Your support means everything to all of us on stage. I know that you're supporting these young women in so many ways, and I know same thing for me, without the support of my family, that we couldn't do this. So thank you, all the dads out there. You're so special to all of us women, and all of our moms. And thank you all so much for just believing in us always. We're gonna finish. Yeah, they're laughing because they know what's up next. It's not emotional. Well, it is emotional in a different way. But I do want to give a huge thank you to Casey and to Maya. I cannot believe, and to Abby, to everybody that helps out. This was like just such an undertaking. I have put on events similar to this, but not like this. And I know how much efforts and I know how much it takes. So can we please give them a huge, huge hand at the end of a college semester? Like, amazing. And for our final piece, we also had an opportunity to talk with this composer, Marie Douglas, who is a really good friend of mine, and I just was able to spend a week with her in November, where she came down to the University of North Florida and did a residency there. And I was so excited that all the young women got to meet her too and talk with her and learn about her story. This piece is really cool because it's based on trap music, if you know what trap music is. It's from around Atlanta. It is based on Big City Lights of Atlanta. You're gonna hear some traffic noise because, hey, we all know Atlanta's about traffic. I think the only city worse than Nashville, maybe. At least between here and Des Moines, which I've traveled a lot. Always Atlanta, Nashville, Chattanooga's kind of bad too. So you're gonna hear that, you're gonna hear a lot of energetic sound and this idea of trap music, and this will be our final piece for you today. I do kind of just want to keep talking so we can keep this going, but we've had a wonderful weekend together, and I know we'll stay connected for a really long time. So please enjoy Big City Lights.